What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are working with some old friends, F-150 LEDs. They sent out some reverse lights for us to try out on our 22 F350, and we have quite a few of their products on our truck. Probably been on there about 3 years, and they are all flawless. They work great. They make quality products. They use awesome Cree LEDs, which is really cool to me. And one of the things I'd kind of forgotten, because it's been a while, is how much I love the packaging they have. Their boxes look great. All the smaller boxes look great, and they just take time to take care of their products and make them look good as well as work well. So I've got everything unboxed. We're gonna jump to the back of the truck. I've got an obstacle I've got to work around, so let's go take a look at that, and then let's get started installing these awesome lights. So we're here at the back of the truck, and the lights are gonna mount just underneath, just on this side of the hitch. And my one problem that I have on my truck is this step. I love this step, I'm not taking it off. But when you fold it up, it sits right here. So as you can see, the edge of the step is here, and the bolt we're gonna remove and mount our lights to is there. So it's really close. So I'm gonna start out with the bracket. I'm gonna take this out. I'm going to install the bracket for the light, and we're gonna adjust it as far as we can over in that direction. And hopefully the light doesn't hit. If it does, we will figure out something. So we are gonna need a T45 Torx bit. Okay, we're gonna go over to our packaging, and this is our hardware that they send out. And you have a bracket for each side. This is the side of the light. I love the flag there. But one thing that you used to have to do is drop a nut down these fins and get it to line up with the hole. And then you would get one of these smaller bolts and you would drop it down and hope the nut didn't move around. That is no longer the case, and I'm so pumped about that. So that is threaded. I don't know if you can see, it's hard to see, but it's threaded inside there. So now all I have to do is put my lock washer here and the bracket in and drop it down. Awesome upgrade, guys. Thank you so much. Okay, so we're gonna install the bracket. We want it facing this way. Hopefully you can see that on that camera, I'm not sure. And we're gonna take this long bolt that was sent with it, and I'm going all the way to this side to try to avoid the step. So now we're gonna take our bracket, we're going to put the bolt into the factory location. I'm going to put a lock washer on, if I can get behind it. Then we're gonna put the nut on that up there. There we are. And right now I'm just gonna get it hand tight and turn the bracket. Snug it up again. And again, I'm gonna push that bracket all the way as far to the middle of the truck as I can. Now we're gonna take our light and we're gonna put it up here and get it lined up. Going to put the bolt on, start it on that side. Now we're going to start the other side. And then we should have it snug enough we can at least test out the step. All right, we're snug enough, it's out of the way. Let's see if the step, oof, it hit a little bit. Okay, it moved a little. We're very, very close. We are going to just barely clear it, and I've got my light upside down. Well, that's okay, I'm just test fitting. I think this is where we're gonna do it, so I'm gonna flip the light around so Spartan is right side up. And I'm gonna tighten everything up and then move the step around a few times, and hopefully it won't hit. It is really close, but man, that's cool. I'm glad that works. I've got it installed, I've tightened everything down. You can see how close that is. And this is, I can let go of the step, because this is normally how I put it up. I just kick it up there. And it gets so close. I don't think it actually touches though. If it does, it's very little. So let's go to the other side and install it like it's supposed to be, because we don't have a step on that side. This thing looks sweet though. Loosen her up a little bit. These are the harnesses that come with the lights. They also sent extensions which have this end on it. So I may have to extend these, especially because my truck is a long bed. So I guess I'll work from the front to the back. So I'm gonna pop the hood and I'll get these wires sorted out, stretched out. Obviously these go to the battery. You get a positive and a negative. These will connect to what was sent in this package, and F-150 LEDs sends a switch if you want to use that, or they send this connector that just has the positive wire on it. There are, I believe, 2 of those. I think these are backlit. I'm gonna have to check that out. I can't remember exactly. You have enough connectors to make all of those work, whether you want to use a switch or not. But I'm going to connect both to my, I believe it's the number 3 upfitter switch. Okay, I'm on the passenger side under the hood. I have connections here that I can make on the battery. Underneath this fuse box is the upfitter switch wires. So I'm going to try to run everything down here. Ultimately, I want to be right here behind the mud flap and between the frame and like the steps here. So once I get there, then I can run the wires to the back. So let's do that now. Once your wires have been run all the way through the truck, I don't have anything zip tied. In fact, some of the stuff's laying on the exhaust, so I'm gonna have to work on that. But I wanna tidy up everything under the hood. Then I'll know how much slack I have to work that way. And then I'll start zip tying everything up all the way to the back, get it off those hot pieces and anything that moves like suspension or the rear end. I'm gonna take both of these ends that were sent with the lights. I'm going to plug both of those in, and then I'm going to connect these together. So twist them up together. Then I'm going to find a connector here. I'm going to go with a red connector. I think that's going to be something in between what is here and what is on those upfitter switches. I can't remember. It's been a while. We're going to take these and we're going to crimp it down. Maybe to dress this up a little bit, I might put this expandable sleeving on. Then again, I might just run a piece of heat shrink since I only have to cover up a little bit of it. So before I connect it to the upfitter switch, I'll run a piece of heat shrink down here. This is actually a heat shrink connector, but I'm going to heat that and put a heat shrink over it and connect that, and it'll look a lot better, look more factory. So the upfitter switches are here. You're going to reach down. You got 2 clips, one there, one there. You're going to press the little tabs in on both of those and lift straight up. It's very easy to get out. It just doesn't go up too far. That's the only thing. Now you're going to flip it up, flip the wires up anyway. And here are your wires for your upfitters. And this is a label, and this should tell me which upfitter is number 3. Relay 3, blue, green. So that's the one we're gonna look for, and that's what we're gonna connect to. So here's blue, green right there. and I've had something connected to it before. Can't remember what it was, but anyway, so we're gonna reconnect to this, and I'm just going to attach the wires that we connected here to this. I'm gonna run that behind a bunch of cables there, because once this box is back down, the wire is gonna be further down. So we're gonna get it out of the way down there. Okay, I'm gonna grab my heat gun. I'm gonna heat these up very carefully. There's other stuff that could melt. All right, so I wrapped it up with a little, this tape is Fastenex. It's kind of a cloth OEM looking tape. I always like using that on stuff like that was white. It kind of sticks out, makes it look a lot better. We're gonna leave the ground off. Need to go grab a 10mm, connect these. Positive wire is connected. It runs down here. Our fuse is right there, in case we need to get to it. And then this is our negative wire. I'm not connecting it yet, but it'll connect over there. Never connect to this. So it's gonna connect to that once I have all my wires where I want them. So now I'm gonna get under the truck and start pulling wires further back and zip tying, and then we should be ready to go. So coming down from the engine bay, you have a little bit of a bundle of wires there, but no big deal. Just got them zip tied up into place. Then we followed a wiring harness down. Then we go up and over the frame. And this is where it got tricky, because you have your exhaust right here, and on these diesels they get so hot. So you can see I had a little excess wire here, so I folded that over just because it's up under the frame and out of the way. No one will ever see it. Zip tied all that up, and then we have an exhaust hanger. I crossed over, zip tied it there, went back over. Let's see if we can get a camera up there. So we go back over the rear axle, and I just kind of tied it off softly to one of those braided air lines there. Then we go over the spare tire to the back corner. Back it around, I'll show you. We come out right here. The driver's side wire goes that way. This red and black wire is for something else I ran a long time ago. And then you have your passenger side, zip tied up top, comes down to the light. The other side, comes out of the frame, that crossover, and down to the light. And the step does not hit it. Okay, those were way brighter than I expected. They light the camper up at night so well. It's gonna make setting up at night just way easier. Also, the spread of light goes well outside the range of the camper and the truck, so if you're trying to back into a spot at night, it's really gonna help out a lot. Guys, if you got anything out of this video, please give us a like and please subscribe to the channel. I love wiring up 12-volt systems, whether it's in an RV, a truck, a boat, whatever it is, I enjoy doing that. So anytime I'm wiring things, I'm kind of passionate about that. I hope it shows in the video. Thank you again to F150 LEDs for sending out the reverse lights for us to try out. If you guys are interested in any of their products, I'm going to leave a link below to their website. Be sure to check them out. You won't be disappointed. I appreciate you guys watching. Be sure to join us next time. We'll catch you later.